The digital fortress surrounding your private data is thinner than you think, and the most dangerous vulnerability isn't your password, it's your identity itself. While most people are busy updating their two-factor authentication and changing their recovery emails, elite operators are moving past those barriers entirely. We are talking about a tier of access that bypasses the login screen, ignores the security codes, and renders 128-bit encryption irrelevant. The key isn't a complex string of characters, it's a single, public-facing identifier, the username. How is it possible to establish a remote session on a platform as secure as Snapchat without ever triggering a login alert? Is it a weakness in the underlying code, or a sophisticated manipulation of the server-side handshake? Today, we are breaking down the high-level architecture of remote username-only infiltration to show you exactly how these sessions are hijacked from a terminal thousands of miles away. We are going deep into packet synchronization and metadata anchoring to reveal what the tech giants don't want you to know. Before we get into the technical breakdown of how these packets are intercepted, drop a comment below. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you actually trust the ghost encryption on your favorite apps? Let's see who really feels secure in the comments. Now, a critical notice before we dive into the data. This video and all content on the Point Access Hacking channel are strictly for educational purposes and ethical awareness only. We do not condone, support, or encourage any individual to use this information to infiltrate someone's privacy or engage in any illegal activities. Understanding the exploit is the first step toward defense, not an invitation to offense. If you find yourself in a situation where your security has already been compromised, or if you require the specialized services of a professional, listen closely. If you need the service of an ethical hacker, you can find links to contact certified experts in account recoveries, accurate stolen money recovery, remote monitoring of your kids' devices for safety, and much more, along with premium tools and resources in the pinned comments and video description. To grasp how a remote access session is forced, we have to examine the ghost hand methodology. Most users assume that to enter an account, the server must receive a correct password, but at the architecture level, the server only cares about the session token. When you search for a username, the app sends a public request to verify the user exists. This creates a momentary handshake between the device and the database. The strategy involves a technique known as asynchronous packet manipulation. By targeting the specific metadata tied to that username during the handshake, a custom script can theoretically spoof the session ID. It's not about breaking the lock, it's about tricking the door into thinking you're already inside. If this breakdown of cyber architecture is opening your eyes, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Point Access Hacking with notifications turned on. Sharing this video is the best way to spread awareness about these hidden digital vulnerabilities. Once the handshake is manipulated, the process moves into the Shadow Synchronization phase. This is the most delicate part of the operation. The remote terminal must maintain a constant, high-speed ping with the target server. It's a game of millisecond precision. If the ping fluctuates, the session collapses. If the ping is too aggressive, it triggers the automated anti-bot firewalls. The goal is to stay perfectly synced within the server's trusted zone. Because the username is the only static variable in this sea of shifting data, it acts as the anchor for the entire exploit. Professional environments use this anchor to simulate a known device signature, making the server believe the request is coming from a previously verified phone. As the synchronization stabilizes, the data mirroring sequence begins. This is where the magic happens, or the nightmare, depending on which side of the screen you're on. The terminal begins to populate with the live data feed from the server. No password was entered, no email was touched. The terminal is simply listening to the data that the server is pushing, to what it perceives as a legitimate, logged-in session. This level of execution requires mastery of JSON web tokens and advanced session hijacking protocols. It serves as a chilling reminder that your username is more than a name. It is a digital coordinate that can be tracked and mirrored. Before we conclude this technical overview, I have one more question for the Point Access community. Which platform do you think is harder to penetrate, Snapchat or WhatsApp? Let us know in the comments so we can plan our next deep dive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to keep the community informed. Knowledge is the only true firewall. Stay vigilant, stay ethical, and we will see you in the next session on Point Access Hacking.